once again from my kitchen for the Art Cult Photo Booth Indiegogo update, but I'm going to put a twist on it today. So if you follow me on Facebook at all, which I don't really promote, but it's just like my regular person, non-performer Facebook page, you might be familiar with the fact that I often post updates that are titled in all caps, A Day in the Life of an Independent Artist. So I thought it would be fun to tie that in with this update for Art Cult Photo Booth, but instead of doing one day, I wanted to do an entire week of what I've been up to. Because the truth is, I have to apologize for not updating via video for Art Cult Photo Booth in a while because I've been so busy. So here's what I've been up to. On Thursday the 8th, after my regular dog walking work, I got in a car. I picked up Lane Fox, one of my Sign of the Beast burlesque cohorts, and we drove to San Francisco and arrived on early Friday, early afternoon, lunchtime. And on Friday, we both performed in the Hubba Hubba Burlesque Nation show in San Francisco. Then we stayed the night at a house full of professional clowns in the Mission District, which was really awesome. And on Saturday morning, we woke up, we got back in the car, and we drove back 10 to 12 hours more back to Portland on Saturday. So I was exhausted, but the next day I woke up and I rehearsed and I competed in a karaoke contest here locally that happens at a strip bar called Devil's Point here in Portland. And lo and behold, I actually fucking won. I was surprised that I won. I practiced really hard. I don't have the best singing voice, although I do have experience singing. So I just worked the crowd as much as I possibly could and tried to showboat, and I won. And so that was awesome because I've never really won something like that before. And then on Monday, I fulfilled Etsy orders for my zines and my artwork and my headdresses that I make and list on my Etsy account. And I sent those out because Monday is Post Office Day. On Tuesday the 13th, I went to St. John's and I worked on a top secret project I'm doing with my friends Vera Mysteria and High Fleisch, who are both in my burlesque troupe. We're working on something for an organization called Piano Push Play. If you've never heard of it, you should look it up. It'll give you a clue as to what we're working on. But I'm really excited to unveil that project when it's done. We're still working on it. On Wednesday the 14th, I toured a possible new venue for some of my burlesque and variety shows, so hopefully that comes through. Seems promising, and wrote a contract as well to present to the venue, because that's part of being a burlesque producer, is working out all of the legal details as well. On Thursday the 15th, I did administration work for Sign of the Beast Burlesque, and some promotion for our Metalesque Festival applications, which actually closed today. On Friday, I did 2 poster designs and continued doing festival work. Last night was the celebration of my fifth wedding anniversary with my husband, Nick. And so we had a campfire with friends up in Kelly Point Park here in Portland. And today is Pride. So I went down to the Pride Parade and hung out and had a great time. Probably got way too much sun. And then tonight I'll be working at Kit Kat Club. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm sure it's going to be really fun downtown tonight where Kit Kat Club is, given that it's Pride. So let's see. In the meantime, all of those days, if I was here in Portland, I was also walking dogs. So I have several dog walking clients, which is great because dog walking is one of the only jobs that I've been able to find that allows for me to make an okay living, getting by, but also be focused on my performance art stuff. So part of the reason that I want to start Art Cult Photo Booth is A, because it's a fucking awesome idea that no one else is doing, but B, because it allows me to do what I want to do for a living. It's very hard to support yourself as an independent working artist without having a quote-unquote regular job, which usually entails working for a company or another person who's not very flexible in giving you time off for things like burlesque festivals, performing in other cities, or even doing your own shows here in town. So I'm really struggling to live the life that I want to live, and a huge, huge puzzle piece to that is being able to make my own schedule. But I also really want to bring my art and my artistic ideas to the world, and I think that the performance art that I do through burlesque and theater and my idea for Art Cult is that's me, that's my path. So right now for Art Cult photo booth on Indiegogo, I have 19 days left in my 60-day campaign, and we're almost to the halfway point. I haven't updated, so it's my fault, I feel, for the contributions to kind of been going downhill for this last 10%. But we're almost to 50%. So 19 days left. If you can help me get to 50%, at 50%, I'm going to be releasing details about exactly what Art Cult Photo Booth is, because I realized that so far in my description of it, it's been pretty general. You're like, okay, it's a photo booth business, but what are the details? What makes it different? That's what I want to tell you guys at the 50% mark. So if you've been considering donating to my business idea and helping me open Art Cult Photo Booth, but you just haven't done it yet, if you're ready to donate now, that would be so awesome. And at 50%, I'm going to be doing a big update with all of the details of what's going to happen. To everyone that's donated so far, thank you. I think that if you know me in person, you know that I'm really dedicated to what I want to do with my life. I'm one of those people that, I'm 35, and sometimes it takes you a while to really figure out what you want to work toward or build up the courage to work for a goal or announce it. I've had this idea for several years, and I really regret not announcing it sooner, but the key point is that I'm doing it now. And I'm really happy that so many people have lent donations, support, given me words of encouragement, or just even, paid attention to the videos that I'm posting. There's like a million things you can look at on the internet, and you're choosing to watch this. So thank you very much. We're almost to the 50% mark, and I am busting my ass to raise money for this, and I do work on my Art Cult photo booth ideas and my list of tasks that I have to do to open this business every single day. I have a binder dedicated to it. At the 50% mark, I know that I have enough money to buy the very basic starting materials to get the photo booth business open. So that's huge, and we're almost to 50%. So if you have been considering donating and haven't yet, I hope you do, and thank you, and I will be updating more often over these last 19 days of the Indiegogo campaign. Thanks for watching.